Hear me out, everybody. Just hear me out. Please smash the like button if WWE is making the worst suicidal mission of all time, the most dangerous idea of all time, while just stay in Saudi Arabia while there's a war going on. I mean, really? I mean, come on now. I'm about to crash out and just lose it. I'm about to tweak out, man. I'm about to crash out so hard. It's not even funny. Hear me out once again. I'm gonna keep it a $1.50 with you. First and foremost, let this be a suitable future consequences. If they ever decided to do it again, if any, wars going on between good old Iran and Israel, or if it's China to the US, no matter which one it is, do not wrestle over there in that specific area. I mean, sure, they'll take some protocols here and there just in case if something goes wrong. Yeah, sure, that's fine. I suggest maybe take those protocols seriously and just take them out and just maybe wrestle only in the US. Let's just wrestle for now on. For now on, I say moving forward, just stick to North America and South America. That's it. Don't go to Europe. Don't go over there. Don't ever go over to the Middle East. I don't care about the blood money that WWE needs to make just so they can pay the gosh darn bills. I don't know what type of bills that they're paying. More like sellout. They're sellouts. They're paying the sellout bill. That's what they're paying for. So you can just go, well, that's WWE for you. A bunch of good old-fashioned anti-American morals. And let's be honest, you can say whatever you want about this situation. And I know what some of you people are going to say, but Bryce, but what about if Vince McMahon was in this situation? He would have been like, the show must go on. But let me ask you this in this interesting theory. What if, since Trump and Vince McMahon are good friends, right? What if he decides to get a call from Trump and he says, hey, don't do Saudi Arabia for WWE's pay-per-views? He might take him very seriously because they're good buddies. Just keep that in mind in a random alternate universe, Marvel Cinematic Universe scenario. If that ever happened, if Vince McMahon was still with WWE and all that jazz. That probably wouldn't have happened if this was going to escalate. I kind of don't care anymore at this point. It makes no sense. Now, it's supposed to be, I thought it was about Israel and Palestine. But no, it has to be about Israel and then Iran. Good old Iran, folks. Good old Iran. So, we'll just see what happens. I think everybody's going to be kind of fine, I guess. But terrible decision in my honest opinion. And also, this would have to give me the opportunity to destroy and just hate on this pay-per-view. Because, wow, the Queen and King of the Ring suck. Except for the King. I think the King will be just fine. So it has to be between Cody Rhodes and Randy Orton. But the women's, oh boy, the women's. What do I have to say about the women's Queen of the Ring for the WWE? Well, it sucks. I guarantee you that. It sucks. I know that you're going to disagree with me, but that's okay. That's okay. You never do. You never think for yourself, and that's okay. You have Jay Cargill, which, again, I used to like her, but I don't. And then you have the worst female wrestler that I hate. No, it's not Liv Morgan. No, it's not Tiffany Stratton. In other words, thank goodness it's not them, which I'm pretty sure they're going to save that for the 2026 Queen of the Ring. Unfortunately, it might happen. Who barely knows? But again, I'll keep that in the booking. We'll see. Asuka. There we go. Asuka. I hate Asuka. She needs to, go away. Please release her from her contract and let her go to New Japan or AEW and just disappear. I want her gone. Alright? If she wins the Queen of the Ring, good. That means she's the worst one. But I know what you guys are going to say, but Bryce, you like Japanese women. She ain't my favorite Japanese woman, okay? She sucks. In my eyes, she sucks. She doesn't mean absolutely nothing to me. She has nothing invaluable to bring into the table for me to be impressed with. She sucks. Let's move on. I'll tell you this, and I hope this doesn't happen, but I'm just saying that as a scenario. If this ever happened, which I'm not hoping that it does, I'm saying that I hope that it doesn't happen. But if it does, I hope I'm proven right on this. But if I'm not right on it, then I must be right on one thing or the other. And that is, ladies and gentlemen, Iran is going to hijack the pay-per-view. Now, I'm not saying that's ever going to happen. I'm not saying it's going to happen. But just keep that in mind, just in case if Iran gets really mad at, Israel and the United States for, the U.S. helping out Israel, blah, 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 and all this political nonsense, which I don't really care for, let's be honest. I mean, that's what you get for talking crap about America, which America is the most greatest country in the world. I don't need to explain myself why America is great. Sure, we might have made a few mistakes here and there in the past, which we will not ignore. We will just accept those mistakes and go, yeah, that's what happened, and oh well, hopefully we'll learn our lesson. But guess what? That part right there, that is the point. But my next point to go with it is we don't want to be attached to it too much. Because if we do, then we're going to say, oh, America was never great. And that's where people are going to start talking bad about it because of our mistakes. So don't get that mixed up between the two. I am very disappointed in Triple H and TKO. And Nick Khan, I don't know what Nick Khan's doing. He's kind of like the middleman between good old Triple H and good old TKO, obviously. So he's just kind of like right in the middle. He's not like far right to Triple H or far left to TKO. No matter which one he's choosing, he does what the boss says and does what he does best. No matter if it makes it look worse for the fans or good for the fans. Can you please try, and somehow in the future, one day in the future, please, if you're going to do a pay-per-view, maybe do it somewhere not in the Middle East. I'm tired of them wrestling in the Middle East. I mean, listen, you know what? I'll just say this. This might sound insane. Why not just do a 1 year throughout all the months? 12 months and 1 year. Do all the wrestling matches in the Middle East and never do them ever again. That's it. Just do Monday Night Raw, SmackDown, NXT, all the pay-per-views, including good old-fashioned WrestleMania in the Middle East, so we can get it all done and over with, so you don't have to go over there and make all that dirty little money that they don't need. You could make more money in the U.S., or you can make in the good old Mexico. You can make more money over there, or Canada. Hey, why not even do good old-fashioned, you might not like this, but this might be a little bit interesting. What about Cuba? Why not make a lot of money in Cuba? There's a lot of wrestling fans in Cuba, right? Oh, no, it's too dangerous. That place is too dangerous. Well, you guys did Puerto Rico, so how is that the difference between Puerto Rico and Cuba? Can somebody explain that? Does that have to do anything political? I don't think so. And I'm not even watching WWE, because the programming sucks. The wrestlers, they suck. I hate them. They should never be on TV. Like Tiffany Stratton, for example. I'm sick and tired of seeing her. And by the way, since I don't watch WWE, but I still get, there you go, see? WWE notifications, right? Right? Let's be honest, I do check in here and there a little bit, don't get me wrong. Just want to see how WWE's doing since I haven't been watching it and stuff, right? I mean, just forget it, dude. This is pointless. If you guys are still watching WWE in 2025, I suggest just turn the programming off and just make them lose ratings. I'm praying to God himself to make them lose the ratings and all the money just because of how selfish and how this and that. I don't care if I had to be proven right or wrong for it, but I'm just going to say it outright anyway and not let anybody give me the finger and go, oh man, don't do that. That's too far. I don't care how far I have to go. I'm just proving one point, no matter how right or how wrong or somewhere right in the middle. I'm hoping I'm somewhere right in the middle, but just, dab it up just a little bit to about maybe 50% to put me in the right corner that I am right corner. And all these terrible things I'm hearing, like poor Io Sky, they're going to just take the title off of her anyway because they don't like her as champion. That seems a little bit wrong. And, Alexa Bliss didn't win the Women's Queen of the Ring because she got eliminated by yours truly, Asuka, or it might be somebody else, or it might be Charlotte Flair attacking the wrong person, and then all of a sudden she lost, and now she's not in the tournament. You gotta stop adding a few of my favorite wrestlers going up against each other. I don't like that. You're supposed to go after the heel, not the baby face. I mean, that makes no sense. unless they're supposed to be the heel themselves, but the heels don't attack the good guys that I don't like. Sorry, I hate to play the, what's the word called? Favorites card. I hate to throw my favorite card and go, those are my favorites. You can't do that. That's not allowed. Again, this is all just laughable. WWE is clowns. Triple H is a clown. Everything else, it's Clown World. You're watching Clown World and not Reality World that we were supposed to be in together. But no, everyone's so divided and everybody likes to be corrupted and messed up and sick twisted in the head. I'll say this once and I'll say this again. Mark my words. If something happens in Saudi Arabia, if some crazy madman, no matter if he's from Iran or Iraq, that hates America and he, does something sick, twisted, and crazy and hurts some civilians that are watching WWE live, and if he hurts any male wrestlers or female wrestlers, I'm betting the female wrestlers are going to get hurt more than the male wrestlers. I guarantee you that now. So yeah, it's going to happen. It is going to happen. No matter if I'm right, wrong, or somewhere in the middle. If some crazy madman goes in, storms the pay-per-view, there's going to be articles and social media posts everywhere. And, it's going to make WWE look really bad. I'm telling you, it's going to make them look really bad. Again, I just will keep my hopes and prayers that everybody that goes over there will be safe and be all right at the end of the day. I'm not encouraging anything for something bad to happen so you can say, well, Bryce was trying to prove a point here. No. My point is, and I stand by it, if something bad happens, it's going to make WWE look bad. That's all I said. Don't take anything out of context here. Like I said, I don't want anything bad to happen. If something does, like I just said, for example, if some crazy person from Iran or Iraq or somewhere in the Middle Eastern area, a crazy madman who doesn't know what he's doing, or does he have no thoughts or no strong acknowledgement of common sense, someone is going to get hurt, killed, and probably a whole lot more. So yeah, that's basically about it. I hope that WWE learns their lesson and hopefully when they look into a brighter future, don't go to Saudi Arabia if there is or isn't a war going on. I mean, I'm glad they acknowledged that there's a war going on, but they still didn't do it highly professionally enough to just leave and just wrestle somewhere else and just maybe do it somewhere in the U.S. So, oh well, sucks to be them. Sucks to be WWE that likes to bend the knee and be super anti-American. They hate America, and they just want to be pro-Middle East instead of pro-USA, which is so sad, so weak, and pathetic. Also, what other news have I missed? R-Truth getting released and then he ends up coming back? Yeah. Too bad they can't do that with other male and female wrestlers that they have released in the past, so that part's already old news, so there you go. That makes sense. Sure, whatever. If R-Truth gets released by WWE, then everybody else goes mad. But when Dakota Kai gets released, she doesn't matter. And so, what else am I about to say before I start crashing out and just losing every single thought that I have in the back of my head? Because I just want to put this energy to this video because I'm just had it, Hopefully this network can suffer, and that should be the rest of it. Or maybe more. Maybe they might want to maybe I want to add more to it, but I don't want to go too far and just say a bunch of random nonsense. Even though I have points, I do make sense, but I'll just end up just losing it and just crashing out and so much more. So let's all go down to that route. At the least, TNA isn't like WWE making worse decisions yet here and there, which is great. They should be taking lessons from TNA. They should be not going to Saudi Arabia and just do a good pay-per-view show for everyone to love and see. And stop promoting terrible wrestlers that I don't like Tiffany Stratton, for example, or Liv Morgan, which, thank goodness she got injured, by the way. Oh, don't say that. That sounds mean. Guess what? I don't care. She obviously deserved it, and I want her off of TV, so she's going to be off for 6 months. So that's perfect. That at least puts a smile on my face. Can you do the exact same thing to Tiffany Stratton and keep her out for at least 6 to 9 months? That would be epic. And that is all I have to say. Make sure you like and comment, subscribe. You all know it. America is better than you.